Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anne-Marie, and today I'm going to discuss 10 Things I Love About You, Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Cavanagh. Before we begin, let me remind you that I will not reveal any plot twists, nor will I spoil any surprise endings, so don't worry about that. The whole point of this is to give you an inside peek into the book. If you've already read it, or if my video inspires you to do so, and you feel compelled to add to my list, feel free to do so in the comments, and I will take a look. So here we go. Kill for Me, Kill for You is an exciting and suspenseful psychological thriller that explores the idea of one woman killing another woman's worst enemy, and vice versa. In other words, if you kill my worst enemy for me, then I will kill yours for you. What could possibly go wrong with that scenario? A lot. A lot could go wrong, and a lot does go wrong. This book is tense. And that's the first thing I love about it. Kill for Me, Kill for You will make your heart race. It is so suspenseful, you will be at the edge of your seat, unable to turn the pages fast enough. It's that good. And when the twists start coming, they don't stop. Author Steve Cavanagh has crafted an unpredictable thriller that will keep you guessing until the very last page. The second thing I love about this book is the setup, and how you as the reader become emotionally involved with these characters from the very first chapter. Their life stories are heart-wrenching, and you can't help but feel sympathy for them. Their tragedies make you understand what brought them to the point in their lives where they were willing to agree to something as sinister as a murder pact for justice. The third thing I love about Kill for Me, Kill for You is the way the story is told. Amanda White and Ruth Gelman are the main characters. Both of these women live in New York City, and both have experienced horrific tragedies. Things nightmares are made of. As the book jacket reveals, Amanda meets a woman named Wendy one dark evening on New York City's Upper West Side. They are strangers who have much in common, especially loneliness and the intense desire for revenge against the men who destroyed their families. In another part of the city, Ruth is home alone when the beautiful brownstone she shares with her husband Scott is invaded. She's attacked by a man with piercing blue eyes who disappears into the night. Amanda and Ruth's storylines collide, but how, when, and why are what make this story thrilling. In addition to the chapters labeled Amanda and Ruth, a few of the chapters are labeled Scott, he's Ruth's husband, and some are labeled Farrell, he's number 4 on my list. Andrew Farrell is a detective with the NYPD. His colleagues at the precinct call him St. Jude because in the Catholic Church, St. Jude is the patron saint of hopeless cases. Detective Farrell has a reputation for closing cases that nobody else can, no matter how long it takes him. Throughout his career, he took on cases from other cops when they'd hit a wall, and he successfully solved them. In Chapter 64, he admits that he closes most of his homicide files not because he's smarter than any other cop, but because he doesn't give up, ever. He feels like he owes something to those victims, and he carries it around with him. It's heavy and it's a burden, but he takes it on and keeps going until he breaks the case. His partner, Detective Karen Hernandez, thinks he's obsessed. She says sometimes he has to let it go, but he's passionate about his work, and it shows by how much time and effort he dedicates to his cases. Although Detective Farrell has a lower lumbar disc problem, which causes him severe back pain, he struggles through it because nothing stops him. He simply doesn't give up. The fifth thing I love about this book is that the premise has a Strangers on a Train vibe. Strangers on a Train is a psychological thriller written by Patricia Highsmith about two men who meet on a train and whose lives become entangled after one of them suggests they exchange murders so that neither will be caught. Patricia Highsmith's book was published in 1950, and in 1951 Alfred Hitchcock produced and directed the film adaptation. It has since been used many times in whole or in part for film and television. It was even adapted for radio and stage. While this concept of exchanging murders isn't new, Kill for Me, Kill for You ups the ante and takes it to a whole new level. The sixth item on my list is a line from Chapter 13 that embodies what these characters are experiencing and what they are living with every day. Amanda White thinks this while she is having a drink with Wendy. Mourning is sometimes a dull ache that won't leave, and other times it's like pricking your finger on a needle hidden in a shopping bag. In other words, sometimes mourning is long-term and drawn out, and other times it's a sudden sharp pain that you weren't expecting. The tragedies these characters have experienced keep them in a continuous state of despair. The conversation about swapping murderers, strangers on a train style, follows shortly thereafter. The seventh thing I love about this book is the underlying theme of revenge and what can go wrong when seeking it. Revenge is the foundation for the entire plot. It's what motivates the characters in this book to act the way they do. But it comes with a cost, a steep one, especially when things get messy and snowball out of control. Hopefully, after reading this book, readers will think twice about making a murder pact with a stranger. Whether on a train or in a bar, don't do it. The eighth thing I love about Kill for Me, Kill for You is the description of Grand Central Station found in chapter 24. At Grand Central, she got off the train, went up the escalator, and into the main concourse. The warm marble halls always reminded her of Christmas time. The painted stars above her head, the vast, glistening chandeliers, the solid brass four-faced clock that sits atop the center of the information booth. There were people around the booth waiting, checking their cell phones. Every New Yorker knew the clock. The phrase, "meet you at the clock," only ever meant this one. This brought back fond memories for me because I lived in New York for 2 years and I love Grand Central Station. It is remarkable. Another one of my favorite paragraphs is number 9 on my list. This is from chapter 50, and this is one of the characters describing her early morning walk. In her memory, that had been during the golden hour, or what some called the magic hour, right before sunrise, when the sky and the light is a mix of burnished bronze and gold. It gives every surface a Midas touch. Puddles of rainwater on the sidewalk turn into pools of gold. Stop signs look like 24-karat treasures lifted from a pharaoh's tomb. I love that imagery. So much of this book deals with dark, depressing tragedies. Reading about a golden early morning walk is a breath of fresh air. After so much darkness, there is light, and it is described beautifully. And finally, the 10th thing I love about this book is all of its twists and turns. There are so many that it should come with a warning to readers to make no assumptions when you are reading it. Kill for Me, Kill for You is surprising and clever. And if you start making assumptions about anything, author Steve Cavanagh will get you. He's good. His twists are remarkable, and you will probably never see them coming, even though I warned you. But that is what makes this a fantastic, unforgettable read. If you've read the book and would like to add to my list of things to love, please do so in the comments. Until next time, take care, be well, and happy reading.